Nothing's ever simple, is it? What? I have to go to the DIY place to get a whole new fitting. Still, it's done now. Good. Don't push it. It's done. Come to the door and I'll buy you some lunch cheaper. Well, you might find I've got more to do. Problem with the big tractor. Transmission. If you've been looking online for mass cells, you're almost certainly going to get this covered from my word. Yes, not very news, I'm afraid. The technicians had to send for a part. It can take 24 hours. That's not good. So I've asked her to bring this day off forward to tomorrow. We need to keep an eye on this. Absolutely. Even if he types the meeting. Just waiting to come back to work. I really want to help you. Do you know? My family's suffering because of this incident.
Alligator?
They called their Wahneta, and the first of them appeared in a village in Cheshire next to those animals.
Accidentally worse. They take some remarkable predictions about this not for the living once we leave the east. Rachel Royce reports.
Sorry about that. I knew my mouth was dry, so I thought I'd have a quick swig of coffee. Good morning to you. It's a Sunday, and yesterday was the official St. Patrick's Day and not Friday that I said in the video before last. I was thinking because it's Friday night, that's probably when you start celebrating. It's a weekend celebration anyway. It's not a celebration in the UK, but it's a celebration in Ireland. And of course on Monday or tomorrow, they have a bank holiday. So far, I have to move the files from the phone to the flash drive and then start editing yesterday's video. And that's what I have to do next. Now yesterday, just to catch up on yesterday's events, I watched a couple of Oliver Stone films. I watched The Doors and Born on the 4th of July. Those were two films I remember coming out at the time, and the sort of pre-production. If you read magazines like Film and Filming, Reviewer, Premiere and Empire, then you would follow the pre-production on these films, and I was quite fascinated with, and I still am, with the pre-production, the production, post-production, rather than the actual film itself. Although, you know, like anyone else, we appreciate film. We have our type of film to watch, but I like the documentaries bit on the films side of films. And yeah, I saw these two films, and well, they weren't. I wouldn't say I'd see them again, to be honest. It's hard to do they're both biopics on famous people. The Doors is really about The Doors is Jim Morrison, isn't he? It's this lead singer and his antics. And Born on the 4th of July was based on a real story, true story too, on Ron Kovic. And biopics are hard to film, aren't they? It's good to tell a story, but you cut so much out, you can't really give it the full focus. Anyway, it wasn't my cup of tea really, those films. And there's nothing new on Now TV at the moment. Well, I haven't checked today, but up to yesterday it was I think Transformers, the first night or the last night, I don't know. Those films aren't my cup of tea either. I did try to see the first one, and I think I gave up halfway. But what I did do is, at midnight or thereafter, I had a couple of cheese sandwiches and a coffee and watched the rest of Halloween. And what I like about Halloween is it's simple. It's a short film. It's simply filmed, simply told. There weren't too many people on the end credits who have worked on it. And what's good about it is every time you expected something to happen, it didn't happen, you know. So it wasn't predictable. But one scene did make me jump, I must admit. I just didn't expect it. I didn't see, laterally thinking, I didn't think it would happen, but it did. And I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it. Yes, I saw the rest of that film, and I was itching to watch the second one, but unfortunately, for some strange reason, Now TV doesn't have the second film on there. And I would love to have gone straight into that one, you know. So that is weird. We've got the Godfathers trilogy on there. We've got the French Connection. What would you call that? Not a trilogy, but double bill. What do you call it? See, most films are a trilogy, aren't they? Like Three Colours. Is it Three Colours? 3 colours red, 3 colours white, 3 colours blue. That's a trilogy. And you've got the Cornetto trilogy, which is the Simon Pegg, Nick Frost films. And that is, what is it? It's the Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz and World's End. And if you look carefully, you'll see a reference to Cornetto ice cream. I think they call it the 3 flavours Cornetto. But it's based on 3 colours, the 3 colour series. So this is like the 3 Cornetto. If I know what it is, I'll put the actual terminology here. So yeah, so you've got, yeah, the films are in trilogy, aren't they? Like The Godfather, the Pirates films, Caribbean. They're like, we've gone into what, 5 episodes now? 5 series? 5? Not 5 series. 5 films. And even Friday the 13th is on there, and I think all those films, there's like 8 or 9, 10 of those films, and I can see most of them on there. But the first one appears to be the remake. So and the second one, of course, is the sequel to the 80s film, which is not there. So I can't even watch those series of films. So anyway, I'm rambling on. But I'm giving you an update on the rest of yesterday. And today, oh, I think I caught up on Only Connect and University Challenge and Film 2018, which was with Clive Anderson, and it was really good. He was good as a presenter. They should keep him on. Maybe they will. I thought Tony Slattery was good when he had his ITV version of the show in the, when was it? Late 90s, mid 90s, early 90s, in the 90s. Right, with regards to the weather, I think we're over the worst. There aren't going to be any more snow, but I'll rephrase worse because I think it is going to be quite worse with regards to with the ice afterwards, which is the worst part. So we're going to have that overnight, I believe. As for the rest of the week, I'm not sure. That's it. No news on the house or the refusal of the offer. Perhaps they got the weekend to think about it. Maybe I'll hear things tomorrow. And that's it. It's a pretty miserable day. It's cold. It's not safe to drive at the moment. It's too cold to go for a walk. I think I recorded one film yesterday. It's called The Lady Vanishes, but it's the 1978 version with Herbert Lom. And I remember that coming out when I was a kid in Waterloo. So I've got a fond memory of that film. I think I did see it a couple of years ago. And I'm looking forward to watching it again. I mean, I know the story back to front, but it's good to watch this version of it. Right, I think that's pretty much it for now. If I think of anything else, or if anything else happens, I'll keep you in the loop. cheeky kids. I heard their voices earlier, so I looked through the curtain and I caught them playing Knockdown Ginger with my doorbell. Then they came back again, so I knocked on the window and one of them says, "Can we take some snow, mister?" Well, I didn't say mister, he said, "Can I take some snow?" And I nodded, and here they are. Oh, where have they gone now? Oh, they've gone to the corner. And also to pull the curtains. It looks light on the screen, but it's very grey, and as you can see, the light on the lamppost is on. My snack's all ready. Spag bol on toast, and I'm watching Creepshow, a 1982-83 film. Let me have a look. 82, I think. Yes, 1982. I saw this at the cinema back in the day, and for the life of me I can't remember anything about it. Right, so I'm watching that while I have my snack.